Ladies and gentlemen, Kay Kim here. Welcome to the Daily Update. Hope you guys had a good day trading today. Market is down a little bit here, 0.15% on the S&P. Looks like Nasdaq did the same. Semiconductor down a little more here, 0.8% negative. Dow pretty much flat. Small caps slightly green today. Transport down 0.5%. Banks down a little bit. Energy 0.7 negative. Biotech did see a green print there, but pretty much flat. Same with the healthcare. Pretty much flat, slightly red there. Home builders down 0.8%, utilities down a little bit, retail down a little bit. Emerging market did see a move today, 1.4% positive, while all the indices and sectors are red today. Bitcoin, it looks like it's down about 3% today. Gold up, silver down, miners up about 1.3%. Dollar flat, oil down, treasury bond down, VIX popped a little bit. Let's stick with S&P 500 ETF. Spider, 65-minute chart here. So this is what we see. You can see that that's a rising pivot and that's a rising uptrend support coinciding with the gap area at 450. So 450 area, definitely an important level. We talked about that on the last night's update. We're hanging around in that vicinity. Prior resistance potentially acting as new support. That's a hot rising pivot. We got the rising uptrend support, potential support, and we have the gap right in that area. My short-term moving average kind of guarding that vicinity at 449.30. Important level at 450, 449. A lot of support in that vicinity. A lot of, what I'm saying? A lot of this is a vicinity where it's gonna support the buyers. So what can bears do right now? You know what the best case scenario for the sellers is to gap it down and turn this into an island top. I'm not saying it's gonna happen because as of today there's no way of knowing it, but this market can give you sort of a shenanigan type of move any day of the week. So let's say we do see some sort of shenanigan. I think that's the best case scenario for the sellers if they want to see 446 printed on S&P 500 Spider here. So it's not a big gap down. If you can see here, there will be like you want to gap down maybe below the short-term moving average. You see that short-term moving average residing? Because keep in mind, last time, bears trying to bring it down right here. What happened? Short-term moving average, right? So I think if you just gap it down above the short-term moving average, I think there's a good chance that down gap is going to be quickly get filled, and the dream of that island top is going to be dismantled. So I think we better if we see gap down beneath the short-term moving average. So about 0.68 or 0.7% gap down, would be the best case scenario. If we see something like that, if we do see something like that tomorrow, this could turn into an island top. That down gap supposed to be staying open for that island top to be valid throughout the day. If we do see that, I think there's a good chance this will come down and fill this gap at 446 and retest that by secondary short-term moving average. And I think that's the best bet for the sellers. Because why? We have too many support levels in this vicinity. Rising pivot, uptrend support, and the gap area. If you let the buyers hang around too long, they will inevitably bring it back up. And if we look at the oscillator here, you can see that oscillators are pulling back, but we've seen something similar here. You see that? You can see there's a premature bounce, and then we pull back. Why? Because bulls are resting, so we make a move, correcting through time here above my short-term moving average. We make a move, right? And then correcting through time here above my short-term moving average. Not to mention we're above, right on that rising pivot, rising uptrend support, and the gap area. There's a lot of support level. We already see that oscillator is correcting through time. You're allowing buyers get rest for another bullish run, and everything looks like that's what it wants to do. Everything looks like market wants 455 this week. If not, if you let buyers kind of hang around in here, moving sideways too long, maybe a couple days or something like that, they will inevitably bring it back up. So bears need to act fast, turn that into an island top, bring it down, get it below the short-term moving average, you will see your 445. But once that gap gets filled, you see my secondary moving averages in that vicinity, something like this here, gap area, and we will see a bounce. So I think we want to continue to give benefit of the doubt to the buyers. I'll come back for you. Enjoy your evening, and good luck trading tomorrow.